When Confucius was just a boy, he would set up little altars made of clay in the dirt and pretend to lead rituals. Neighbors laughed at him, thinking it was just child's play. But those moments were the seeds of something much bigger, a life dedicated to finding harmony and order in a world that had lost both. But what if his wisdom could actually simplify your life, cut through the noise of modern society, improve your relationships, and even bring you inner peace? Welcome to the Why Machine, where we uncover ancient knowledge, lost history, and hidden wisdom that still transforms lives today. If you love exploring philosophy and want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe right now and join our community of thinkers who question everything. Let me give you an introduction to Confucius. Confucianism. Let's travel back to ancient China. Around 500 BC, Confucius was born into a time of chaos, constant wars between rival states, corrupt rulers, and ordinary people struggling to survive. But instead of turning bitter, Confucius spent his life searching for an answer to one question: how do we create a good life not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us? And from that search came Confucianism, a system of thought that shaped Chinese society for over 2,000 years. Today, we'll explore 5 powerful lessons from Confucius, using his own life stories and teachings, and show you how to apply them to your own life right now. Lesson 1. The power of self-cultivation. When Confucius was young, he lost his father and grew up poor. Instead of complaining, he devoted himself to learning music, history, ritual, archery, even calligraphy. He believed the first step to changing the world is changing yourself. He said, "To put the world in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life." In other words, work on you first. Modern science agrees. Psychologists say self-discipline is one of the strongest predictors of success. Here's your challenge. Choose one habit to cultivate this week. Maybe it's journaling your thoughts at night, practicing mindfulness, or cutting out a negative habit. Just as Confucius started with himself, start with one small step toward the person you want to be. Lesson 2. Harmony over chaos. Confucius lived during the Warring States period, endless battles and political instability. When a ruler once asked him how to fix a crumbling state, Confucius replied, "Let the ruler be a ruler, the minister be a minister, the father be a father, and the son be a son." He wasn't saying everyone should blindly obey. He was saying harmony comes when everyone fulfills their role with integrity. Think about your own life. Where is there disharmony? Maybe it's conflict with a coworker, or distance in a friendship. Confucius would say, start by restoring respect and clear communication. Even a small step toward harmony, an honest conversation, a kind gesture can transform a relationship. Lesson 3. Lead by example. One of the most powerful stories about Confucius is how he handled leadership. When he served as a minister in the state of Lu, the city was full of crime and corruption. Confucius didn't start by punishing everyone. He simply lived with such integrity that people began to follow his example. Crime rates fell. The city flourished. He taught, if the ruler is upright, all will go well without orders. If he is not upright, even though he gives orders, they will not be obeyed. This lesson applies to us today. Whether you lead a team, a family, or just yourself, your actions speak louder than your words. Next time you want someone to change, ask yourself, am I modeling the behavior I want to see? Lesson 4. The art of lifelong learning. Confucius described himself as someone who was not born wise, but who loved learning. He famously said, "If I walk with 2 other men, each of them will serve as my teacher. I will pick out the good points of the one and imitate them, and the bad points of the other and correct them in myself." Even in his 70s, he admitted he was still learning. In our world of fast content and quick answers, Confucius reminds us that deep learning, books, mentorship, reflection is the path to wisdom. So, ask yourself, what are you studying right now that challenges your thinking? Confucius would say, Never stop learning, because growth never stops. Lesson 5. The Golden Rule. Confucius gave us one of the earliest versions of the Golden Rule. He said, "Do not do to others what you do not want done to yourself." It sounds simple, but it's revolutionary. Imagine if we applied this in every situation, in politics, in business, even in online debates. Before you speak or act, ask, "Would I want this done to me?" If the answer is no, choose a different path. This principle alone could transform not just your personal relationships but entire communities. Closing, big picture, call to action. Confucius wasn't just teaching how to be a good person. He was offering a blueprint for a just society, one that begins with you, your choices, and your example. So, which of these 5 Confucian lessons speaks to you the most? Self-cultivation? Harmony? Lifelong learning? Let's start a conversation. Drop your answer in the comments. If you found value in this video, do me a favor. Like this video so it reaches more people. Share it with someone who loves philosophy, and hit subscribe to join the Why Machine as we keep uncovering ancient wisdom that guides our modern world. Until next time, remember the world becomes better when we do.